It is an incredible and lovely day here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, and with me is the founder of eWomen Network, the one and only is Sandra. Yancey, thank you so much for being out here.
Maria, thank you for having me. Yeah.
I know you're on a whirlwind tour right now, and Las Vegas is one of your stops. So let's get a little bit of information about what eWomen Network is all about.
eWomen Network is an organization primarily for women entrepreneurs, women who have responsible for creating revenue for their firms. It's an opportunity for women to connect in a way that I think that really resonates with women. We're business focused, so we want to know, what you do, what you need, what is it that's important to you in order to generate revenue for your business, how to monetize your business.
One of the great things that I love about you is you actually started as a solopreneur, and so many people know of eWomen Network as this massive organization which you've grown to with tremendous success. So how did it all start?
Well, I moved to Dallas. I was born and raised in Dayton, Ohio. I had done the whole corporate shtick, if you will, like so many women do, 13 years in corporate America. I had left to go out on my own. I moved to Dallas for my husband's business, and I didn't know anyone. And I was living on a plane. I was miserable, and my husband said, look around. We live in this major city now, Dallas. 10 miles from our house is world headquarters for Frito-Lay and JCPenney, and Ross Perot has his big complex, Cadbury, Schweppes. I mean, the list goes on, but none of them were my clients. And I said, I think you're right. And they're probably hiring people, flying them in to do the very work that I could do for them, that I'm flying out of Dallas to go do for other companies. So why don't I find a way to begin connecting with them? And networking was the opportunity. And that's when I really got the taste of the good old boys network. I mean, in Dallas, Texas, in 1998, 99, but I was in awe of it, Maria. I wasn't put off by it. I was inspired by it. I was like, these guys got it going on. And at some level, it hit me, no wonder men are where they are in business. They support each other, help each other, share contacts, leads, resources. Why aren't women doing that? And then I went to women's groups, and I found them to be social, overwhelmingly social. It's like if we bumped into each other, it was happenstance, but it was more about the weather or the parking or the economy or the kids. And all of that's okay, but we didn't transition to tell me about what you're doing with your business. What is it that you need? How can I support you and help you? Who might I know that could benefit from what you're doing? Kind of thing. And so I thought, what? There's got to be that connection between what the guys were doing and how women like to connect, and eWomen Network was born. And I started it like most women out there, most entrepreneurs, cleaned out a spare bedroom, made it a home office above the garage. I've never employed anyone before. I'd never run a multi-million-dollar business. I didn't have any of that experience. 2 years into it, I was on the brink of bankruptcy.
Oh, God.
I was robbing Peter to mug Paul, is what I like to say. Calling the phone company. What's the least amount I can pay so I can pay the light bill, right? So I can keep the lights on. I mean, and I was exhausted and tired and overwhelmed. And I finally reached out to a girlfriend and told the truth. Because before that, what I realized is people had said, fake it till you make it.
Right.
And I know there are people out there that believe in that. I don't, because it doesn't work for me. I wasn't in my authentic place. People were asking me how I was doing. I was always saying it's great, it's fine, when it wasn't. So people didn't think I needed help, right? And I just found myself leaving, not feeling good, not really connecting, probably because I was acting like an imposter. And who wants to connect and do business with an imposter, right? And I finally had to come to my own truth. I can't do this by myself. I mean, I want to, and I think I know the way I want it done, and I'm waiting till everything's perfect. And of course, perfection never arrives, right? So stall, and I wonder why things aren't going well. And finally, I got a coach. And I couldn't afford a coach. I had to clean out my kids' closets and take what clothes they were no longer wearing or had grown out of, take it to a consignment shop, get the money to get a coach. And then the coach says, Sandra, you need an assistant. You're imploding with the administrivia. You're not focusing on the things that make the cash register ring because you're doing all of the administrative stuff. And I was like, I just scraped up the money to get you. Now you're telling me to go hire someone. And she said, you have to trust. I mean, sometimes you have to jump off the edge, Maria, and build your wings on the way down.
Well, I think what's great about your organization is you're definitely not male bashing. And I think some people think, oh, it's a women's group.
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing is fantastic. And you're actually embracing and helping women to come in and grow their business. Tell me where people can get information on organizations. There's chapters all across the nation and in Canada as well.
In Canada and North America. And it's eWomenNetwork.com. Pretty easy, because right when you get to the homepage, it says find a chapter, find a location, find a member. I mean, anything you could ever want to kind of learn about our culture. We believe networking is about giving. And so it's a philosophically very different way of building relationships than traditional ways. We believe that the more you give, the more you get. That it's not about she who collects the most cards wins. Or it's like passing out like Halloween candy. It's about slowing down. I've built several now multi-million-dollar businesses within the eWomen Network family by slowing down, creating great relationships with people like you. It's the eye-to-eye, face-to-face quality relationships. And those will lead to the doors that will really open the very things you're looking for.
Right on, and that's why we are such a proud media sponsor of eWomen Network. So please check out the organization, get connected, get involved, and go out there and grow your business.